At this point, we have completed redemption, and he wants us to go back and tell her he'll help. But we're not going to do that. What we're going to do is we've got a couple of more quests here that we can complete. And unfortunately, there it is. They're here and here. These two areas. Now we're going to make a slight detour going around, and we're going to try to pick up the rare bosses. The rare bosses always show up in the same area. They do not patrol. They do not move. However, it is a rare, so. Oh, that armor. Okay, I forgot why I had that thing up there. So the first thing we're going to do is come down. Well, oh, dang. Okay. Fortunately, I took no damage. I thought that was the steps there. We come down. Mind you, we're still killing critters. Right over. You see that little crossing right there. Instead of the crossing, we're going to go around this tree log, and we're going to come right down to here. And there he is, right there. So we got tab number 1. Then we're going to come over here and find this location.
The decrepit catacombs are slightly obscured by the falling water.
And we're going to come back. You don't have to jump. I mean, you could just walk through the water. It's not very deep. I just do it out of habit. In here, we can either go up this way or we can go up this way. And this will complete our circuit better if we, as we come around, if we just keep going straight and go up the trail that's on the right-hand side. Do not go over the edge. That will give you a lot of bad itchy owies. Come behind you. So we're going to just come up the trail, killing anything that gets in our way. If it moves, it dies. If it could move, it dies. So we've got all of those guys right there at that altar. We kill them. We keep the altar on the right-hand side and we come down. And there should be another group down here that we need to kill. There they are. And we're going to come straight across toward the water. Alright, there's a spider here. That means our boss is not down there. Because normally it would spawn down here. But if there's a spider sitting up there, typically that means the boss is not down here. But that's where you find him. you've got to get close, but if we come over here,
Followers of the Devourer make sacrifices to their evil god at this fell shrine.
and we go back up. We're going to pick up a couple more locations here in a minute. So when we get up here, instead of going up to where those are, we're going to hook ourselves a left. Come right over this way. Now right around in here sometimes you'll find an ice spider. He'll be hiding right up here. If they're not there, then they will be at that tree over there. But we're going to go here.
You come across a makeshift camp.
This
A
gives us a
scraggly
healing
dwarf
point.
sits on a log, trying in vain to keep warm.
I'm going to come around the tent. And you'll see I'm up here, but I'm not getting any recognition because I've got to go almost all the way to
This
the end.
broken structure once formed an elaborate aqueduct that channeled water across the island.
That down there is where we killed the ice nymphid boss. But you notice we walked right under this, and it did not give us credit for finding it. You have to come to the top. You have to walk out onto the edge to be able to get credit for locating that. Now we're going to come back down. We're going to hook a left. And we're going to head right over here to this area. And the way that we get there is there's where there's those the mobs sometimes are different. Sometimes it's not zombies, but that's where we just killed those guys. This is where we walk toward the water. But now, instead of going down, we're going to go up to our left. Here we have another healing shrine. Up here will either be rats or human archers. Today we get archers. Come up.
This entrance leads down into an ancient Cannith aqueduct.
And this is where one of our quests is at. The Cannith Aqueducts. So we've got that marked. Now we're going to come back. And we're going to go up again to our right and around. You'll see that there's a ship out there. If you jump down, you will typically die. Unless you've got some type of feather fall protection. But what we're going to do is, as we come over the edge, we're going to turn and face the cliff. See? That keeps us from taking any traumatic damage. We're going to keep going down. got a tree out here. There's our ship. That's a major land marker for you.
The Sahuagin have turned this tree into a site for sacrifices to the
And here we have another healing shrine. Lots of healing shrines. Alright. Now we're going to come back. We're going to go into the water. There's our boat. You see those little cones? That's where our other boss is at. That's where the third boss is at. But if you try to go straight across, it goes into deep water. So we want to come around and walk just in case. Like...
The Sahuagin keep close tabs on the comings and goings of the Karthos village citizens from this over.
And there's our third boss. So at this point, the only one that was not there was the ice spider. Okay? And that's all your bosses. We've got 3 other landmarks that we could go and discover, but you have the map. You can go find those on your own. Gotta leave something for you to do, you know? And that takes care of that little bit. Now we're going to go take care of our other 2 quests. And that gears us up for the final quest, which is down here.